What's going on, everybody? Josh Armijo here. Hope everybody's doing good with Mullen stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the new album from the band Hour of Penance, entitled Sedition. This is released on Prosthetic Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they're based out of Rome, Italy, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be pure and plain and simple death metal. But throughout the course of this band's existence, they have decided to modernize and make their sound a lot more technical and, in some cases, a lot more brutal. I want to say that for the first two albums, they had that legitimate brutal death metal kind of sound, but when it came to the Vile Conception, that to me is the moment in which I felt Hour of Penance decided to change their sound and potentially change it for the better. It was still brutal and still very death metal, but it had that modern feeling, that technical feeling, and a somewhat cleanliness to their sound and production. I know some folks aren't really too fond of that, but really, in the case of Hour of Penance, I think it works very, very well. And I've really liked the way this band has sounded ever since they came out with their earlier stuff to their more later material, like The Vile Conception and Paradigma. But yeah, 2012, we get to Sedition. This is their fifth full-length. It's 9 tracks, and it runs about 31 minutes. And really, that's the most surprising thing about this album, is the fact that it's so short. But yet, the benefits of having a short album, to me, really show that there's really no room for filler. There's no room for extra points or extra songs or anything to drag it on any bit longer. It gets the point across very smoothly and very blistering, I might add, because what you're going to get when you listen to Hour of Penance is just pure intensity, pure brutality, not only in the music, but in the lyrics and the way just everything just is played and is worked out. Guitars are your usual Hour of Penance guitars, the more current modernized sound that they have. Very, very technical, very, very melodic at times, very well played, solid riff work, solid solo work. It's a very well done guitar performance. You can hear everything quite well and quite nicely. Bass guitar, it's there. You hear it every now and then and again, and I think it blends in throughout this entire album. I would have liked to have heard it a little bit more, but that's just a personal preference, I guess. It's really a guitar-laden kind of an album, mainly dominated by the riffs and the technical solo work. It's really, really solid overall. Drums, that's another highlight of this album for me. The fact that it's done so blisteringly fast, so heavy, destructive. I think the drum kit has to be reinforced for the speeds this dude has to play. It's just amazing. Very Latin and double bass and blast beats, a lot of drum fills, tom blasts, very well played, very, very well structured and well thought out. It's exhilarating at times, but really I think that's what makes this drum performance very, very good. I really like what I hear. And the vocals are solid. I really love the way the vocals are. Mainly throughout this album, it's a very, very throaty, hoarse, raspy kind of vocal. Very, very understandable, very, very clear. You can hear him very, very well. Even the occasional high-pitched scream, even the layered vocals together. I think the vocals work very, very well. And the lyrics have that dark, evil, twisted kind of feel to them, especially on tracks like Decimate the Ancestry of the Only God and Fall of the Servants. Those are some really, really good songs with some fantastic lyrical content. I'm really, really liking the way the songs are and the way the vibe is throughout. Like I said, for an album that's 31 minutes, it sure feels exhausting to listen to. I mean, to me, that's going to be the first vibe you get once you listen to this album. You're going to get exhausted right away. But in due time, you're going to enjoy it a lot more. You're going to come back to it. You're going to appreciate it, and you'll have a fun time listening to this. Overall, this is another solid album from a really, really solid band representing Italian death metal. I don't know if I can say this is the absolute best album this band has put out, because really, albums like Pageantry for Martyrs and Paradigma, those are really the one Those to me are the really, really good Hour of Penance albums. And I would put Sedition right up there. I can't figure out which one is the best, though, but I absolutely enjoy it. But overall, this is a solid band, very hardworking, very modern, very technical, brutal when they need to be. And honestly, it's a very well-fitted, well-suited album. I enjoy it. And this is definitely a recommendation to anybody who loves death metal with a little bit of technicality and a little bit of modern vibe thrown in there too. So check out Hour of Penance. They kick ass. 9 tracks, but other than 9, some of my favorites include the ones I mentioned: Decimate the Ancestry of the Only God, Fall of the Servants, The Cannibal Gods is solid as well, Depraved to Redeem, great song. I can feel a little bit of a Nile influence on some of these songs, which I think is really good. I know they're currently on tour with the Black Dahlia Murder, Skeleton Witch, and Nile. If you're able to see them on tour, check them out, support them, buy the CD, buy a shirt or something. Support these dudes. So I'm going to show you the album again. This is Sedition by Hour of Penance. This is released on Prosthetic Records. Give this a shot if you like. And for the time being, I'm feeling a strong 8 out of 10 for this one. Maybe an 8.25 out of 10. This is really solid stuff. Definitely a grower. A potential grower, but it's something really good. So check out Hour of Penance. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until the next time, Armijo out.